Hi, welcome virtually to my backyard. I'm Krista Dennet. I'm the founder of Hypopressives Canada and the course instructor. And as you know, this summer I've been inviting some of the professionals who have taken the Hypopressive courses to my backyard, and I'm following up with that fall theme now. Today I have Krista Dennet from Port Moody, Vancouver, who recently took the Hypopressives Level 1 course virtually about a month ago, I think. Krista is a pelvic health fitness specialist, and I will let her carry on with a little bit more about where she's practicing. And Krista, tell me first of all how you even found out about Hypopressives. What drew you to the course? How did you?
Yeah, I learned about Hypopressives a number of years ago. A colleague of mine, Kim Botany, and I are literally neighbors here in the greater Vancouver area in a city called Port Moody. So I've been working with her since January 2014, using exercise as a tool for helping women with issues related to pelvic floor dysfunction. And it was through her that I originally learned about Hypopressives. And then about a year ago, just over a year ago, I started working for pelvic floor physiotherapists at a clinic here in Port Moody area. And I wanted to continue with some skills and tools to help women that I work with there in the exercise rehab side of things. And that's when I started to research doing the Hypopressives course. And of course, stumbled across Hypopressives Canada and stumbled across you.
Very nice. Well, it was great to have you in the course. Talk to me. How's it been? Like, have you seen any changes personally? I know in the course we did the posture photos, and you were on top of that with the social media right afterwards, posting, which was awesome. I loved it. So, talk to me about your personal experience and how you've been able to incorporate it into your professional practice.
Yeah. Well, doing it. First of all, I have to say, doing it virtually. The course virtually, I was pleasantly surprised at how well I could still learn effectively that way. So if anybody is ever thinking about whether they should do the course virtually, I can tell you that it worked really, really well. And yes, when we did those before and after pictures, and you took those photos through a computer screen, and then when we put the before and after side by side, after we had gone through just 2 days of just the breathing and practicing the poses and working on the apnea and the false breath, my jaw dropped at just seeing the length that I've created. You can really notice that the length in my upper body. And I actually showed it to my mom, and her jaw dropped too and went, okay, you got to work with me on this. So it was crazy to see just that, quick transition. Now, of course, I want to practice this more with clients to see that same effect, and having experience of more in tune with my mind-body connection and stuff that I found it very easy for me to implement the cueing and the postures. And so for that reason, probably it was why there was such a quick change, like quick time frame to see the change. So that was awesome. And I immediately, like literally Monday when I went to work, changed how I was at least cueing women to breathe, because I of course noticed over the years, and I've been assessing women's breath and pelvic floor function and movement for over 6, almost 7 years. And I would say 99% of people always are breathing shallow. Yep. And then talk about redirecting our breath into our core, but then everybody blows out their belly. And so I've been trying to figure out words and cues and things to kind of find a balance between those two places. And the Hypopressives cueing for the breathing was it. And I immediately used it on new clients I was seeing that week, previous clients I was seeing, and just started them at least thinking about their breath in that different way. And it's already made a difference. They're starting to get it. The ribs are moving. Simple things like the posture, just soften the knees. They noticed it. So it was really cool that I could implement it right away. Yep. And then me personally, I like to take my time to make sure that I have a strategy to implement a new technique. So I've spent the last month, because we did this course about a month ago. So I've spent the last month working with clients just introducing postures and breath into the more traditional pelvic floor exercise rehab I've been doing over the years, and playing around with time frames and what postures would be best to implement first. So now I've able to work together with the clinic owner to create a series of like a package, because I'm finding that, as you know, with this is the initial part takes a little bit of time, and it requires some consistent follow-up in the first initial stages of the person learning it to get all the poses and get the breath. So I'm really excited that in just such a short turnaround, we're already going to be implementing this and helping women at the clinic.
Nice.
Also do it virtually as well. So 2 places, virtual and in the clinic. So it's great.
Yeah. Awesome. And the clinic's in Port Moody, the clinic's that you're working out of?
So anybody that is in the greater Vancouver area and has the ability to come to Port Moody can work with me in person. The great thing about there is, as a pelvic floor physical therapist support worker, we can work on strategies that they see the pelvic floor physical therapist first. So that really helps for understanding what's going on with their body. And then I can take that information to make sure I'm implementing an ideal exercise plan for them to achieve their goals and eliminate their symptoms that they're dealing with. And then I have virtual work that I do as well. So people around the world over the years have worked with me virtually. And that option is there as well for people. So it's cool to have, both options available.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's kind of like my world a little bit. I work in the clinic, but then I see clients either at the clinic or virtually. And it's great. I think the important thing is to network with other professionals like you're doing, the pelvic health physios, osteos, whoever else is out there. That's not our area of expertise. So we need to branch out and work as a team and help guide our clients as a team is key.
Absolutely. I can tell you that techniques like hypopressives, general pelvic floor exercise rehab, it really truly is a secret weapon for women. They need to see, it's of course seeing that professional to help with the manual manipulation, to identify that the source of the symptoms, that sort of thing is so important. And I've spent a number of years working privately, and it was such a guessing game. So to have that collaboration with like physios, for example, for myself, it is a win-win for women. So, and it just getting the word out to as many women as you can, that this movement piece, whether it's hypopressives or, bridging and connecting with your pelvic floor that way, is so important to the healing process.
Yeah, 100%. And I will mention also, because you just started to help you promote your YouTube channel, that you just started doing the YouTube channel, of which I was fortunate to be, I think, your first interview for that even, which was fun. So Krista's also started a YouTube channel where she really wants to chat with women and tackle more the emotional piece around pelvic health and pelvic floor dysfunction. So that's really nice, and is a great way to help women also. I think they really like to hear other stories, know that they're not alone, find that there are tools out there that can help them, and whether it be hypopressives or another tool. But yeah, it's nice to connect and know that there are other women out there as well that are doing this. So you can check out Krista's YouTube video channel, which is, what's that channel called? What's that one?
Just under my name, Krista Dennet.
Perfect.
Just started up. I don't get my own URL yet. I need 100 followers.
Right, of course.
Anybody go subscribe, and then I can say it's Krista Dennet YouTube channel, and it's a lot easier to get to. But I literally just started it in the last 2 weeks. So, and I'm really excited about that, because having you on there and sharing your story about prolapse, for example, and the emotional piece, because women feel stuck, they feel alone, and they don't know what to do, and they don't know what options are available. So to know that they have support, that they're not alone, that to give them some understanding that there is a emotional piece to this. And I think that that's a huge thing to share, because that's the number one thing that I think that I have seen through the last 7 years of working in the pelvic health side of things, is the emotional side of women, where when I first meet them and they're They're
Yeah.
just sort of glue, and then you get them working, and then all of a sudden, yay, you know, it's super exciting to see that change.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Krista, very much for sharing with us today and meeting me in my backyard virtually.